If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Duggar. Finds a tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Galloway. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Now adjusting. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown!
has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Trying to get the edge on the right. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Pick off to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Dropping back, it's Duggar. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Quarterback making checks. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The Owls are moving quickly down the field, looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A first down for the offense. He'll do it himself. Inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they were going to stop the running game, it wasn't just running backs, but this guy also very dangerous when he takes off and goes.
And Jesse, you know what? Even if a defense knows that about the opposing quarterback, there's something demoralizing about giving up a QB run.
Well, and it's tough because this guy is so athletic. He makes a lot of defenses feel pretty bad about themselves.
Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Quickly complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Quarterback making adjustments. The snap sets up the throw. And they will score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Sampson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw. It's Collins. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you got to be wondering about the psyche of that cornerback now who just gave up the big play. He's going to be looking for that corner route later in the game. He's got to be careful he doesn't overcommit to the outside, because if he does, that could mean a big home run type completion if there's a big in-breaking route by his receiver.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball soon.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Duggar. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Makes the catch. It's Stewart. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to pass. Got a man, it's Stewart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Owls want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Duggar. He turns that loose down the right side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Owls! They wanted the finish, and that they did on that possession.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Sampson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Collins. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The hurry-up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that
grabs it inside the 15? And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sampson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. These corners going to give them some space. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Collins. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the right side. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sampson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not there for... And that is interception number 3 on the day. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. Trying to take it back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 17 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Collins. Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
He's brought down at the 34.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Snap it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Off play action on 1st down. Going over the top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Find some fresh air. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it. First down and more. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. All kinds of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Sampson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and
time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Temple. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Sampson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Hands it off. Turning it on. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Collins. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take another shot here. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way. So the defense really needs to have a plan. Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far. So can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the 1st down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Sampson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They want that clock to run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Let's go. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he muffs it, a loose football.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground. And he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Black. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Here's the pressure. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Sampson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Just complete and utter dominance in this.